have portfolio alignment, portfolio flexibility, and value-driven decision-making impacted by present and future technological disruptions like AI.
So I was, so innovations. I'll say in my area, I'm mostly in services. So innovations are harder to come by. It's not so technology driven. But where I see a lot of stuff, at least in my industry, where the innovations and technologies are starting to bring impact is one. So I'm a huge fan of ChatGPT. I think that's improving communication. There's a lot of people that can't write and can't communicate well or organized or put together the thoughts. And I think the thing with ChatGPT is this, and again, I use it every single day, but I don't rely on it to do my work. I rely on it as a tool to help me polish what I already have in my head. So I will often, I write a lot of emails. So I will write an email and I will put it into ChatGPT, and I don't just cut and paste what ChatGPT kicks back. I'll take elements. Oh, okay. This is a smoother way to say it, because you don't want to be pointed. You want to be professional in all your interactions. So that type of, I want to be able to communicate the most effective and the most persuasive and in the best way possible. So those types of things are great. Proposal writing. If you're not telling the government what they want to hear in the proposals that they ask you for, then they can't award you the work. And so you got to answer, and you got to speak. You got to tell them what they want to hear. And again, ChatGPT works really well, is because you can take that request for proposal, you can attach it. So now ChatGPT has a reference point. You can put in, and again, I always prepare the written statements, the points that I want to touch on. And I often find that I'm going back and forth. Sometimes I'm actually doing more writing with ChatGPT than I would normally do with the prompts and back and forth. Sometimes my prompts are huge and more than my actual output document, but it makes the output document more succinct, more precise, more on target. And so that's the kind of stuff that I particularly enjoy, is the seeing those that's an innovation that I really like. I think where I've seen it get awry is, people just, they throw it in there and they cut and paste it right back out, and it's usually off, and you can tell, and you can tell that it's like, it's got to be personalized. I'm working on I'm in a doctoral program, and one of the things that I found very interesting is it's one of the most innovative schools in the United States, Thunderbird School of Global Management. So I'll put the plug out there for that school. But I mean, the first semester I was in the course, they're like, we expect you to use ChatGPT. And you would think in an academic institution, you always want to avoid plagiarism and these kinds of things, because you have to cite, and you have to do your own work. But again, they're like, this is an innovation. This is where things are going. We have to use AI. You are a global leader. You're gonna have to be at the forefront of these technologies and using the tools. And I thought that was a really interesting, strong message from the school. Now again, they made it clear, you do have to use your own thoughts and ideas and stuff like that, but using the tools that are out there to make it stronger and enhance is how we want to use these tools. You have to be thoughtful in how you use it. You can't just throw it in there and leave it. And that's where I think these innovations, and when it comes back to the program of project and portfolio management, we're building standard operating procedures, SOPs, right, for different projects and programs, certain documents that are required, certain reports. All these things can be used with these new technologies that are available out there. Big data, AI being able to sift through big things to make bigger, better decisions. That's what's going to help us to be more competitive. I think that we need to embrace these kinds of things. And of course, we always need to be cognizant of the nefarious ways AI and these technologies can be used, because we need, as leaders, we need to stay on the right side of things and be, do the moral things, because some things can get out of hand if we're not managing our tools and our machines.